Good evening, New Mexico. We're going to talk about what happened earlier today in Ruidoso in just a moment, but our chief meteorologist, Eddie Garcia, is tracking some concern with another burn scar from recent years.
Yeah, right now we're looking at the northern mountains now. It looks like there's an active flash flood warning still happening right there. Want to show you one of the areas being hit with active weather as well. Southwestern New Mexico has very much been in the path of all of this monsoon rain. Right now you can see in Silver City, things are looking pretty damp, but right now the immediate threat is for the Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon burn scar in and around Mora and down to areas just to the north and to the west of Las Vegas. This is a flash flood warning until 12:30, so just after midnight. And then out here, areas like Farmington, Crown Point getting some isolated showers. Central New Mexico, fairly quiet in the metro, but a good cluster of storms now moving near Laguna Pueblo. And I'm also tracking what's going on near Ruidoso. We have another little area of rain. It's very light, but this could prompt another flash flood warning if it continues within that area. We, of course, will let you know about that. And for Silver City, as we just saw there, it is an active evening. The flood concerns are still across the east and also near Ruidoso. How long will this monsoon burst last? And what does it mean for the weekend? I'll show you all that straight ahead.
You just saw right there some of what Eddie has been talking about, the latest round of intense flooding for Ruidoso.
Yeah, that village has not been able to catch a break really all summer long, especially since that deadly flooding we saw earlier this month. Monica Lagronio rounded up what people in Ruidoso have been saying about today's close call. It checked in with village leadership about the damage done now, Monica.
And Tessa, Trevor, a lot of people understandably say they're just exhausted. This sudden, intense flooding is happening almost weekly. Fortunately, with today's round, no one was seriously hurt, although crews did have to rescue a 60-year-old woman from the Cherokee Mobile Home Village. Now, that neighborhood sits along US 70, which looked like this earlier today. It's one of the problem areas that typically floods now because it's near the Salt Fire burn scar. We gathered what people in the village were saying during the flooding tonight on social media. Some were criticizing village leaders. They claim officials and state leaders have specifically ignored that area. Look at what Brian Chamber has to say here. He pointed out he lives in Ruidoso, and he says the issue is the culverts next to the Cherokee village are too small. But he says he tried donating barriers or digging the ditch deeper, but was told that he couldn't do either of those things. Chamber said just down the street, the Ruidoso Downs Racetrack and Casino got $34 million for repairs, but claims a dime hasn't been spent on general residents. This is what the Downs currently looks like. And here's a closer look for you. Now, the track is barely recognizable, save for that white railing, indicating where the track once was. Another video shows the water spreading past the track into the grass and onto the rest of the property. Now, people in Ruidoso went back and forth on social media, with some believing that racing is done at Ruidoso Downs Racetrack and Casino, with this person saying she'd be shocked if they came back from this, especially because repairs can't start until all that rain stops. But another person replied saying plans are underway, which is true. So with the flooding earlier this month, Downs leadership told us they've moved operations to Albuquerque Downs for the rest of the year. That includes several races like the All-American Derby. Ruidoso Downs leaders say they'll be back in business next year. They met with Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham, who told them corrective measures will be taken by the state to improve flood control. Finally, it's a shock. We have to say this right now with all the devastation in the village, but don't be the person who drives through water. We saw videos of people driving through the high water tonight, and that's how people end up hurt or even worse with the flooding. It's quick and simple. Just turn around, don't drown. Trevor, Tessa.